It's that time of the week where we go out to the other coast of the United States, out to California, and check in with Michael Snyder to find out what's happening with the movies. Hello, Michael.
Hey, Alex, and hi, listeners. We've got a few good films and a big disappointment, so let's get right down to them because, you know, it's always hit or miss here in movie land. Let's kick off with Stuber, which stars Kumail Nanjiani of HBO's brutally funny Silicon Valley, and also the wonderful autobiographical rom-com The Big Sick. Kumail plays Stu. Stu is a low-key, easily intimidated electronics salesman in L.A. who moonlights as an Uber driver to earn enough money to help his best friend, a woman he covets, although she has him trapped in the friend zone. She wants to open a gym. He wants to partner with her. Okay. Now, the guy's name is Stu, and he works as an Uber driver, so Stuber. Get it? And that's about the depth of too much of the movie, although things do get interesting and surprisingly violent. How, you say? Desperate for a 5-star rating, Stu, the Uber driver, picks up a cop played by ex-pro wrestler and MMA fighter Dave Bautista. You know him as Drax the Destroyer in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And this cop is determined to catch a deadly gangster with serious martial arts skills, and due to circumstances that tend to kind of lean toward the slapstick, and that's both good and bad, the cop needs Stu to do more than just drive him around in pursuit of the killer. Thus, things get a little wild. The movie co-stars Mira Sorvino as the cop's boss at the precinct house, and Karen Gillan, also a Guardians cast member, as the cop's usual partner. And that's right, Guardians fans, Drax and Nebula together again, only as cops. In any case, the tone is all over the place, from light comedy, which Nanjiani and Bautista are both good at, to crazy, serious, even shocking violence, to ridiculous and incongruous slapstick. It just doesn't hold together, even if the odd couple pairing works at times and might really be fun with a better, smarter script that doesn't require so much suspension of disbelief. Yeah, I was disappointed in Stuber. No 5 stars in this case. Moving on, The Farewell is a very good dramedy that stars Awkwafina, the off-the-wall comedian with the goofy name who was so entertaining in Crazy Rich Asians and is now showing up in TV commercials, etc. She plays Billy, a Chinese-born, U.S.-raised New Yorker who has pretty much assimilated. Billy's trying to get her life together and realize her dreams when she's recruited as part of an elaborate plan to bring all the members of her family together for a reunion in China because everyone knows that Grandma, the family matriarch, is dying except Grandma, and they want to have one last big blowout with Grandma. Anyway, this is good stuff. Awkwafina is a genuine treat. She's terrific with the comedy and the trademark snark, and surprisingly moving with the emotional elements. The rest of the cast is mostly unknown in the States, other than the great Sima, who may be recognized for playing gangsters or Chinese spies in shows like 24. Here he plays Billy's gentle and supportive dad, who's always been on board with her desire to embrace America. But all the members of the cast are quite good, especially Chuzan Zhao, who plays Grandma, known as Nene, and she has wonderful chemistry with Awkwafina. A deliberately intimate little movie it is, bittersweet, and easy to watch. And yeah, it'll play well on home video. It's written and directed by Lulu Wang, who purportedly drew on real-life family crises to fashion this, her second full-length feature film. I think The Farewell is a big hello to some serious cred for Lulu. Okay, next up is a film called The Art of Self-Defense, an offbeat and maybe off-putting dark comedy about a wimpy bookkeeper played in super wimp Mark Zuckerberg fashion by none other than Jesse Eisenberg. And this guy turns to martial arts when he's beaten up one night by a roving gang of thugs. Casey, the bookkeeper, stumbles upon the dojo of a very enigmatic sensei, played by Alessandro Nivola, and decides that karate will help him become more of a man. But there's more than meets the eye to sensei and his teachings, and things get thoroughly and disturbingly crazy at the karate studio as Casey starts his journey to embracing his masculinity, regardless of how toxic things get. I said it's a dark comedy, and I'll emphasize that the art of self-defense pulls no punches. Unlike in Stuber, the comedy and violence here go hand in foot, and the mixture makes sense. Writer-director Riley Stearns knows what he's doing, and he has an agenda and a message that's kind of subtle at times and hits the nail on the head and other body parts at others. It works. Also, props to versatile British actress Imogen Poots, who adds another compelling American character to her gallery, that being Anna, Sensei's sole female student and the unsettlingly strict teacher at the Karate Studio's afternoon children's classes. The art of self-defense is creepy in all the right ways. And we'll just wrap up quickly with a movie entitled Sword of Trust. In this film, a woman inherits an antique sword that's believed by her grandfather to be proof that the South won the Civil War. I don't know how, I don't know why, but then this sword becomes the object of desire by all of these people on all sides of the story. And it's a barrage of conspiracy theorists. And it stars, believe it or not, Mark Maron as the antiques store owner who wants to sell the sword. Also, Michaela Watkins and Jillian Bell as the two women, the couple that are trying to sell it. Lynn Shelton wrote and directed it, but it seems a little bit on the improv side in places, and it worked for me. I thought it was enjoyable, but again, video. What are you watching? Anything interesting?
We are up on the 50th anniversary of our moon landing, and so everybody's running moon landing specials, and the one I would recommend, it's 6 hours long. It is absolutely fascinating. It's on PBS, and it's on American Experience, and it's called Chasing the Moon. So that is my call for today. So.
That sounds great. That sounds terrific. Anyway, you can check me out on Twitter at Culture Blaster and on Michael Snyder's Facebook page on Facebook, Michael Snyder's Culture Blast. And back to you.
And if everybody stays right where they are, we'll see you next week, by the way. We'll have more GABNet coming right up 24/7. Otherwise, you can look for us in the on-demand as well on GABNet.net.